He is the life of parties he has never attended. If he were to punch you in the face, he would have to fight off the strong urge to thank him. Sharks have a week dedicated to him.
I am the greatest man you ever met. You know it and I know it.
Sometimes in life, you gotta take a break from all the bad crazy, and you gotta talk about some of the good crazy out there. You gotta pay a little homage to the OGs on the platform. And I got a special one for you guys today. He's a man that goes by many names. To the ill-informed, he's a deranged Trump supporter.
This guy is a huge Donald Trump fan. I pulled these clips from 4 different videos on his channel, one of which I think was titled Donald Trump is a God.
To nerds and puppets, he's a disgruntled Walmart employee. But to the enlightened few out there, he's known as one thing and one thing only, the Biblical Beast Elpresador.
That's what I do to campers.
Hands down, Elpresador is one of my favorite personalities on the internet. He's simple, raw, unfiltered, and probably a little insane. It's a good healthy mix you don't often see, but definitely need. If you've never heard of him, you're in for a treat. Just sit back and imagine for a second. The most insane crazy cat lady you've ever seen? Now, imagine if she had a 30-pound baby with King Leonidas. That's Elpresador.
And it's pretty impossible that 50 years old, I look like I'm 20, built like I'm 20. I'm reverse aging, actually. It's a molecular structure of the German-Italian blood that allows me to do this. And Egorgian front lines.
He's a dying breed on this platform, and that's a shame. I got a bit of a soft spot for these older guys who spend their lunch hour yelling into cameras from their trucks. It's an untapped genre on YouTube. The Beast doesn't just yell from his truck though. Now he yells from his strangely wallpapered bathroom, most likely during his morning piss.
To the midget bagel guy, you said you want people to be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're disgusting looking. You look like a cartoon character. I mean, you are one of the ugliest humans I've ever seen in my life. And the problem with you is, you think you can run your mouth because you're so tiny and nobody could stand up to you. I mean, you're embarrassing. No woman in the world will go out with you.
The guy's a busy man. Don't hate him because he multitasks. He's got stuff to do. There's litter to change, nerds to crush, and Walmarts to walk around in.
How is this possible? An institution like Walmart is not open on Christmas? Are you kidding me? I mean, come on, look, I like Christmas, but it's a little fucking overrated, don't you think?
Not a lot is known of the Beast's origins. I read people referencing the fact that he might have played football at some time, but I could only find vague comments, and I don't know if it was college level or if it even happened. He's kept a pretty tight lock on his personal background, but I'm not gonna lie, I could see him playing football. Surprisingly enough, he first appeared in the most degenerate of places, Vine. This is where his poetic master saying was born, which ultimately became some pretty decent memes as soon as the internet got a hold of them.
That is, hey, it's crazy. Never in a million years did I think would take off, but it has. It's all over the internet. It's an international craze. It's the Area 51 craze of everything. It's the greatest thing to everything. I'm fucking loving it because I haven't tried being relevant in like 7 or 8 years. Yet this is the true mark of greatness. When you don't even try to be relevant and you still are. It's a testament of my genius. Genius.
As deranged and cocky as the Prez may seem, he's just like anyone else. He has his weaknesses, they're just a little different from us. See, where a normal person is weak to concussions and head trauma, the Beast isn't. His kryptonite is much more on the fluffier side of things. That's right, the Beast's one weakness, smaller beasts.
Little fluffy ass beast. You're a fluffy little beast, ain't you? Beast.
He's basically the unofficial leader of the Thundercats. That's just a small piece of the big picture though. With the litter boxes and the Gunga vines out of the way, Elpresador's channel was known for 4 things: Call of Duty rages and commentary.
I couldn't throw it. Thank you, Treyarch. Thank you. Thank you, Treyarch. Give me a grenade that won't detonate in the first 6 seconds of the game because we're gay.
yelling about Ohio sports teams from the confinement of his fortified lazy boy or truck seat, destroying entire rainforests for fun, and lastly, but most importantly, making puppets dance.
If I want to make my puppets dance now. You realize I've been making you dance since 2008? Think about that. That's a 10-year stretch unmatched by anybody. That is unfucking believable. A 10-year stretch of making strangers online dance like fucking invalids. That's the type of power I have. Usually from a dimly lit room, but in this case, a dimly lit car. You know what? It's a testament to how strong my mind is and how great I am at what I do, and also a testament to how weak you guys are and pathetic.
Puppets is what the Prez calls his detractors. Puppets or Scorn fans. Either way, they're all nerds. Elpresador has been around since the beginning and he grew a pretty large fan base and channel along the way. When he left Vine and moved to YouTube, he switched focus and started to gain some more traction when the Call of Duty gaming commentary was a big thing in 2014. He had another push during the 2016 election time. He totally capitalized off that, by the way.
Me and Donald Trump played Call of Duty together about 3 years ago at Black Ops 1. And I gotta be honest with you, he worked pretty well under my tutelage, and I'm ready to work well on his tutelage.
For the lore enthusiasts out there, Elpresador was actually the secret vice president and has played golf with Trump in the past. Citation might be needed. He's a relic from a once good time on this platform, when people were okay with bans and criticism wasn't considered targeted harassment. Rip freedom of speech, boys and girls. We're long past that golden era now. Currently, the Beast is isolated to a smaller secondary channel after getting mass flagged by DSP and FuziTube puppets last year. It's hilarious how one man in his bathroom can cause this level of ass herdery. It's truly inspiring.
You see new Elpresador video? No, I didn't. Nobody watches Elpresador, so probably very few people seen it. It is what it is. The dude's whole channel is built around like jumping on trends and bullying people. He can't get views with his Browns talk, so he's jumping into the Wings of Redemption hat to be like a fucking fish. It sucks onto the belly of a shark.
As you can guess, the Beast is a bit of a troll. He's got a special way about doing it though. Like a skilled fisherman in his rod, he casts his video out to the ether to try to bait some nerd somewhere to react or respond, so he can shout his signature catchphrase.
I will make you dance until the end of time. And we dance, and we wait until night, till Elpresador says, and we dance the night away.
Some of his targets have been Wings of Redemption, Darkside Phil, FuziTube, who we rightfully dubbed Fecal Tube, and even Boogie.
The offer still stands though. You and that bulldog need work. You can cut my yard, clean my house, clean my kitchen. Look, dishes need done. Cat litter box needs clean. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like I said, your resume's got to be flat out horrible. I mean, that cat's got more of a resume than you.
That's a good example of an Elpresador exchange. But the Beast doesn't stop. He even trolls his own viewers. Fun fact, at one time he tried to pretend he had 2 sons who trolled people online in Call of Duty. I doubt anyone fell for it, and if they did, they should probably be sterilized, but it was fun while it lasted. I believe that's what the Quintal Bishop channel was originally used for, before his main channel was vanquished. Even though he shifted away from gaming and mostly uploads low effort ranting videos, he still managed to keep some of his original essence. The Prez goes through phases. Before he was playing Call of Duty, sometimes he wanted to smash a tree down, sometimes he just wanted to accost random people at Walmart. Unsurprisingly, Elpresador actually received quite a bit of hate one time from one of these stunts. So the Beast has this thing where he goes to Walmart and basically just makes a lot of noise. He's got this thing about catching people off guard.
I'm bored!
It's all harmless and just meant to entice a reaction, but I can see how it could make some people uncomfortable, not because of what he says necessarily, but because he's a big dude, 6'2", like 250, and he's loud as hell. It doesn't really matter what he's gonna say, it's gonna freak some people out. Sometimes he drives around and does it on the street. A few years back, he did a Gunga video while driving past some guy asking for money. He got quite a bit of backlash after that. Sure, some people might have thought it was tasteless, and I can't really argue that, but it's not like he jumped out of his truck and gave the guy a snow job like everyone made it out to be. Either way, the video was removed and flagged down, which happens to Elpresador quite a lot. I think there's a small sector of ex-fans that flag his shit. He has this video of himself brushing his teeth, and it's age restricted, and it wasn't by him. Like, there's no way in hell someone at YouTube actually looked at this video. Like, what did they think it was? Some kind of weird bukkake? And YouTube's not the only place he has problems either. Recently, Elpresador has been going through a week-long battle with another troll who's impersonating him on Instagram. Troll re-uploads his videos and then simultaneously flags down the real Elpresador account.
Even if I got my account back, it would be suspended again within days or, hours. That's just how... You can get anyone's account suspended. Anyone's. It's not worth it. I'm not going to sit there and just keep opening accounts up when I get banned. You don't have to... Listen, you can report anybody for impersonating anybody. It doesn't matter. They will ban them. Trust me. It's that easy. Why do you think that dude kept changing the name of his account? Because he didn't want to get it banned. He knew what would happen. So I decided... when I first started this operation, Instagram, my main goal was to get rid of that guy with 77,000 followers impersonating me. And goddammit, we did it. Went into late rounds, but you guys fought feverishly and furiously, and we got rid of that clown. He's gone. He's done. Now, there is still that nerd from this morning trying to beat me on my last video. He's still up. We got to ban him. But I'm done with Instagram. You'll never see me on Instagram again.
Instagram has a dog shit reporting system, arguably as bad as YouTube's. Elpresador doesn't really help though. He has a tendency to stir shit up on the platforms from time to time. In his prime, he's fought quite a few keyboard battles, from the classic Boogie Beef to the FouseyTube, and even some guys from the original Call of Duty community. But after a year-long battle in 2018 involving numerous community guideline strikes, he lost his whole channel. Over 200,000 subscribers. There 1 second, gone the next. Don't worry though, I'll do my best to tell the tale of the final era of the Elpresador channel. 2018 was a rough year for the Beast. Seeing as they both started in the gaming community in the early days of YouTube, DSP has always been on Elpresador's radar. DSP is somewhat infamous online. Everyone knows him to some degree, and Elpresador has no problem laughing at the spectacle that is Phil.
Why am I toxic?
Much like the rest of the world, Elpresador has thrown shots at Phil in the past, but the final war between these two took place in March 2018. It was a fateful night. The Beast was bored out of his mind, and he decided to take a few pot shots at DSP during the height of one of his many Pay My Taxes streamathons. Elpresador smelled blood and decided to try to razz good old DSP a bit. Just for the lulz, of course.
Hey, what's his name? DSP, Darkside Phil, whatever. Hey, on Twitch, this dude is losing subs left and right. Listen, this dude will put you to sleep. Hey, if you had a firing squad ready to execute you, or you had to watch Darkside DSP, you'd rather be put to sleep. This dude is fucking horrible. He's losing subs so fast right now. I don't even know why he still does this. It's embarrassing. He says, well, this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen.
DSP just plays stupid though and pretends he doesn't know who anyone is. That's his go-to move. Coincidentally, the next day, after Elpresador's video, DSP was streaming VR chat, and someone clipped a segment where he was trash-talking some 11-year-old girl behind her back after they played together. The video was quickly uploaded to the internet and shared online. As soon as Elpresador seen it, he took it upon himself to lead the charge. His objective was simple: to make Twitch great again. Who are we kidding here, guys? Twitch was never great. Anyway, the Beast didn't take too kindly and served DSP yet another lashing of biblical proportions.
Twitch, how do you allow a guy to talk to children like this on your website? Listen to this. Listen to this.
Well, if you look around, you would have been able to know. It literally says waiting room on top of it.
Wow. You're quite rude.
I'm 11.
11 years old.
You're 11?
Yes?
And your parents bought you a gaming PC? What's wrong with this picture?
Probably because I'm possible. You click on it, just so you know.
Click on it. Oh. Good, now I'm away from that annoying fucking bitch of a kid who I would have slapped in real fucking life if they talked to me like that. I would have fucking pimp slapped that shit out of that.
So Twitch, let me get this straight. You allow a man to speak to a child about a child like that on your website. You allow that. This is an embarrassment, and I believe you should investigate it. If I'm not mistaken, that should be banned for speaking about a child like that. That's uncalled for, Twitch. I need something done. I want something done. I would not allow my children to ever watch Twitch again.
Christ, is DSP ever a class act? So I get what Elpresador is saying. I'd be pissed too if DSP talked to my kid like that. Immediately, Phil jumps on Twitter to try to save face after the thrashing, but all it did was give the Beast some more validation and motivation to hit him again, make him squirm once more.
Oh, DSP, I'm making mad, DSP, poor little baby. I'm making mad. Hey, 2 fucking short videos, and I had you rattled all weekend, you fucking freak.
It all seemed good at first. Elpresador had given DSP a digital pile driver, made him dance a little. It seemed Elpresador had him on the ropes. And then the unthinkable happened. DSP, the Roach King, and his loyal Roach minions, they resorted to the most dirty tactic in any streamer's arsenal.
Let me get this straight. Someone makes a video clowning you, and your initial response was to flag it down? Why not make a video? Your initial response was to flag it down? That's all I need to know about you. And why stop there? I mean, are we into flagging now? I mean, we can flag too.
Elpresador was a little rattled there, but that's just opening Pandora's box, because now he doesn't give a shit. If you flag him and he thinks you did, he'll do the same thing. He's a textbook escalator. With 2 strikes on his main account, he was forced to continue the battle from his secondary channel, but the Beast was getting bored with DSP. It's hard to entice a reaction out of Phil. Which is fine, because Phil can shit on himself way better than anyone else can. As Elpresador waited for the strikes to be lifted and recoup from his battle with the Pig Roach, an even bigger dumpster fire was raging on the horizon. Good old FouseyTube. But first, before Elpresador switched focus to Fousey, he once again went back and took a few shots at Boogie. At this time, Boogie was announcing his divorce, and he was receiving some hate online for making his ex-wife sign an NDA. Elpresador has a habit of voicing his opinion when a larger content creator like that is getting the spotlight, and he definitely took the chance to kick Boogie when he was down.
You know, you can put on this facade. How happy you are, everything's going well now, but the bottom line is, your wife left you. And I surmise it wasn't solo. I mean, you can come on and say, oh, there's going to be no drama here, just 2 people not liking each other here. This is not going to go viral. Nothing happened. You know, she didn't cheat on me. You really believe that? You can put on this facade for little 9 and 10-year-olds out there. Johnny and Charlie are like, oh yeah, he's doing good. But us adults, we know the real story.
He really doesn't like Boogie. I have no idea why, though. From what Boogie's hookers say about him, he sounds like a great guy.
Type in chat if this is what the girls like. Because I think this is what the girls like. Is this what you like?
As you can guess, Elpresador was flagged and struck once again. I think he's got some kind of record for the most community guideline strikes. Anyway, also around this time last year, Fousey had his little Drake meltdown. Remember the whole July 15th hate dies, love arrives trash fire? No? I'll jog your memory. Fousey tried to make a delusional Adderall-fueled comeback by falsely advertising a free concert that Drake was apparently supposed to attend and perform at. Well, Drake obviously wasn't there, and instead we got Fousey flamboyantly yelling at Keemstar from the top of some random guy's SUV. It was quite a spectacle. Elpresador was actually already making fun of Fousey before this even went down. Elpresador was ahead of the pack on this one. He wasted absolutely no time tearing into Fousey over getting his hairline tattoo, and when the hate dies over eyes debacle came to be, Elpresador just saw it as an untapped potential to rock the boat even harder. And again, he decided to voice his opinions on the whole matter.
FouseyTube's gotta be the biggest joke I've ever seen. Number 1, he tattooed a fucking hairline on his head. Shows you how easily mind-fucked he is. Number 2, he had it removed. And number 3, he had it put back on. He's like a fucking female. Female tendencies. He's a fucking nerd. I've never seen, hey, oh my God, these nerds that are like with them, like, oh, it's gonna be big. Oh my God. I'm telling you, man, YouTube turned into a bunch of goddamn nerds. It's hilarious.
It's too hard for him to resist the urge to tear into Fousey. Immediately after that, his account was flagged and struck again.
I think you can figure out why I'm not on my main channel right now. Yeah. A guy with like 50 million subscribers, a millionaire, got mind fucked over a simple video, me pointing out what a retard he is for stenciling in a hairline. Hey, honey, let's stencil our hairline in. God.
Elpresador once again found himself in a situation where he was in danger of losing his channel. Except this time, he wasn't lucky enough to just ride the strikes out. While he was suspended from uploading for 2 weeks, a few of his haters combed through his channel to find anything that could be flagged, and unfortunately they did eventually find something. The final straw or strike for the Elpresador channel came from an unexpected source. See, the Prez uploaded a video showing a dead kitten shortly before he was terminated. Don't freak out or anything, it's not what you think. Elpresador actually has a thing for cats. He loves them. And if I recall correctly, someone dropped a box of kittens off on his property, and one of the little guys climbed into the wheel well or undercarriage of his truck sometime during the night. And he uploaded a video showing what happened to the kitten. I couldn't find the video, and I wouldn't show it anyway, but you could tell in the video that he was more pissed off at himself than anything, and it was meant to be a cautionary warning than anything related to shock value. And actually, I think in the end he even kept the other kittens. It's hard to be 100% sure though, because he's got a shitload of cats, and a lot of his content was lost forever when he was flagged down at the end of July in 2018. Luckily, he did have his second channel. We almost lost another one of the greats to content sterilization. As you can probably tell by now, being a borderline nutcase who lives for the reaction, it's obvious that Elpresador has turned some people off during the years. Two of the biggest complaints I've seen from Scorindex fans were his drastic change in content from gameplay and political commentary to what it is now, more of a morning piss talks and truck ranting videos. Which is true in a sense, but it kind of depends on what you watch his videos for. Do you watch Elpresador for what he's doing? If you do, then you probably have a valid complaint. Personally, I just want to hear the crazy shit he's gonna say. I'm not gonna lie, I like how he rocks the boat. Reminds me of a young Jay Masters. I get enjoyment out of that kind of stuff, guys. I'm simple. The other complaint goes along with that too. See, if the Beast isn't fighting with another content creator, he gets restless and causes fights with his own viewers. He'll delete their comments if they're not good enough. If they write the same stuff over and over, he'll ban them. For a while, he had a long-running meme in his comments section where everyone would rush there and write something like this. Like, it was everywhere for a while.
You can truly feel the anger that I've made these puppets. It's crazy. And they think that I'm like them. They think, listen, these are nerds are so mindfuck. They think that I bench people and delete the comments because they think it, listen, get this, they think it hurts. They think I'm hurt by it because they're hurt by it. The shit really fucks them. But they never hurt by it. They don't get what I'm doing. That's how dumb they are. They don't get what I'm doing. I'm puppetizing them and they don't get it.
So he banned the saying and then banned people getting around the filter. Some say he's ass hurt and avoiding criticism. The Beast, he claims otherwise. It's an interesting dynamic. Maybe I should yell at you guys some more. Nah, I can't. I'm just way too Canadian for that level of aggression. I can still appreciate it though.
It's very simple. I make videos that make people dance. And it's what they do after what I do that distinguishes the puppets from the puppet master. Lesson 101, puppet mastering. Puppetology.
So like I mentioned, the Beast is from a dying age. It's an issue that's going to affect a lot of channels in the near future. I'm not gonna lie, I see this place becoming a sterilized ugly sister to Netflix in the next little while. And the worst part is the only thing we can do as individuals, watch the whole process unfold. You maybe diversified other platforms, but there's a whole bag of issues with that in itself. This platform is the only way to really build an audience. Like, I love the idea of BitChute, but let's be real, there's like no one over there. I have my entire channel uploaded there, same as here, and the view ratio is easily 1 to 10,000. I've got 2 comments in a whole year. Elpresador is a perfect example of where we are on this platform, and how quickly the machine can just erase us. You have to watch what you say like it's on goddamn fire. And it isn't even really about monetization. It's about all-out exile at the hands of some automated bot or 19-year-old intern. It's a grim future for us all, guys. And that's where I'm going to leave you with today's video. I hope you enjoyed this brief rundown of Elpresador the Biblical Beast and what happened to his channel. If you feel like basking in his greatness before he's actually extinct, I'll link the Quintal Bishop channel in the pinned comment. Oh, and I also have a new video on the second channel. I'm continuing with the true crimes theme over there. All those videos aren't funny, and they're a little bit more serious in nature, but if you're into that kind of stuff, check it out. And to make it easy to view them, I've added them to a playlist on this channel. And with that said, may the Beast be with you, and I'll see you guys next upload.